Oh yeah.
Record button's on. We're taking a quick look at the euro dollar. For all intents and purposes, it really looks like it's just going to tank for the rest of the day, but that remains to be seen. We had a diamond pattern that we drew uh, day before, right here. And as you
Yeah.
can see, that diamond pattern played out uh, perfectly. Uh, I can't take this for any real weight, for this pattern because this obviously was draggy. Um, what I'm doing also with this indicator, just so you guys know, I asked Tony to start when he has a chance to work on it, and I'm going to create a stop and reverse EA with a couple of simple filters in it and a
Okay.
timestamp in it. So that should be interesting for us to play with. And I'll try to touch base with Rob and see if he's still interested in doing something. I know he's taking a sabbatical from trading. And I want to move into some new territory next week. I just have to lay out my game plan here.
New territory.
Uh, uh, Another scalping system and a couple of long-term systems. Let me
Hmm.
just see what's going. Wow, everything's got the. Look at this beautiful channel here on this euro.
Yeah, we'll look on your currency strength meter as well.
Yeah, let me just find a and I euro yen has a little more drive in it. And I just don't want to take it this many candles deep. You know what I mean? Because if it does give us a pullback right now, that pullback would be right into this area.
Mm.
But I don't know what the U.S. market is doing either in regards to this. Let's go down to a 1 minute. And not even in 1889. I hate to just pull a trigger blindly.
Yeah,
Mm,
118.89 a little while back, but
yeah.
longer than
Um,
actually. But yeah.
I can't go lower than a one. I really, I just have to have a signal. You know what I mean? I can't just jump on it like this.
You seen the S&P? Last time I looked, it was up 25 in pre-market.
I did. I heard it on the news yesterday. I spent a lot of hours in the car yesterday, and oh, this is ready to give us a nice pullback here. This is a 1 minute euro. This might give us a little something to shoot for. And where are we? We're not going to reach parity today, I don't think. But that's where it's headed.
That would take a bit of doing.
Yeah. Let's see what the pound dollar is doing. A little ugly ass head and shoulders. This looks like a decent trade here. We're right back to the entry price on this candle. And we've got plenty of room. Wow, almost 100 pips of room. Let's go out a little bit and see what's going on. That's a bullish engulfing. And on the 30-minute chart, this would be our entry, but our stop, about a 20 pip stop. We need to close below here though. See where we're tagging this little lone soldier here. I'll keep an eye on this. This looks pretty good too. This pound dollar, I'll put pound dollar up, euro dollar up, and euro yen up. That does look pretty good. Let's take a look at that on a five. Okay, so we've got the pullback started on the five on pound dollar, and we got a nice curl down here. This is all decent. I want to find a decent trade to. That's almost at the day's end there. RCN is pretty much equaled its day. Let's take a look at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is still hard down. Let's take a look at New Zealand dollar. All right, we saw that already. Let me move New Zealand dollar up. And let me go to a 1 minute chart. Oh, that's nice. A little price trap thing going on there. Okay, let's go to Euro dollar. Yeah, that was our box we drew right there, where the pullback should stop. Tagged right at the 18. Let's go to pound. I want to see that turn around a little bit. Pound still got plenty of room left, but pound can be tricky. Pound could go to 40 pips all the way back up here, and then go 100 pips up again. We'll keep an eye on this. This is where I'm looking for a short with the euro dollar. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see what happens here. So we're looking for a euro dollar signal short. This is New Zealand dollar. And I'm on a 1 minute, but I wish I could go. I guess I'm getting used to trading a 30-second chart. All right.
Currency meter's good for dollar New Zealand as well, isn't it?
Yep. But I gotta have a signal.
Yeah.
And we've got an 1889, but I don't want to mix the systems up. See that? I mean, I see them everywhere.
Oh, you just got your yellow arrow now.
Yeah, candle's not closed though.
Yeah.
So it's a 1 minute, so that won't be so bad. We'll try to take a stab short on this. Let's take a look at Euro Yen. All right, that's still going up. This is where we projected the pullback on the Euro Yen here. Pound Yen. One of the things I wanted to lock in on was to pick one pair and make that our major pair for long-term 4-hour charts. And we can collectively decide on what that will be. We could pick 2 pairs since we got a group of guys. CAD Yen is now with CAD Yen here. You see the close of this candle where this arrow painted and never moved. Price is right back there again after a price trap. Okay.
And you've got your little pregnant, whatever you call it there, haven't you? Where your next candle fits inside the wick, the previous one.
Next candle fits inside the wick. You mean a warning candle?
The previous candle to where.
Oh, this is the Twin Tower.
Previous candle to where you are now.
This one.
No, go to the current candle.
Yeah.
Now go left.
Well, actually, to go short, this would have to be reversed.
Yeah.
The wick would have to be on top.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to euro dollar now. We should have gotten nothing on euro dollar. Oh, this is popping up while we're talking. Euro CAD. Let's take a look at that. No, too much going on up here. Let's look at New Zealand dollar. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, New Zealand dollar, this closed. Let me see where 10 pips is back up here. Add the spread. That's not bad. I'll let this candle come back. Let's see if it's going to bounce off the back of this trend line and then take a short again. But that's a good signal there. Let's see if we come back to this entry, and that's New Zealand dollar. And back to euro dollar, nothing there yet. It went past our where it should turn around, so we'll have to just sit and wait on that. And let's come back to New Zealand dollar. Any appreciable news out?
There's CAD news, I think, later, but there's no US news, I don't think.
Okay.
CAD news happened 15 minutes ago.
Oh, right.
Oh, let me put the what do you call it in here? Stop 9, 10. What's the spread? 13. Let me bring this down. And we've got room on this one also, but yeah, bring it down here to 20. And New Zealand dollar. All right, it's still farting around here. All right, let's go back to a 5 on the New Zealand. We're making a price trap here. Basically what's going on with that. All right, this goes here. CAD yen is the one. Okay, let me push this up to the top. CAD yen. See what's going on with this. All right, that's doing its pullback thing. It's got a way to go yet. Let's take a look on the 1. All right, it's got a warning candle here. This is the correct warning candle, Mike.
Yeah, the one with where it fits in the wick. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole candle body's in that wick, so that's a warning that this thing might turn.
So does it work the other way around with
Absolutely does. Look at this one.
Yep.
This was an indication that price might turn to the long side, and it did.
Yep.
All right. So, all right, calm down. That's a 1 minute, and I'm liking that. I don't want to jump the gun. I'll let this candle finish, and let's assume it finishes down here. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Or let me move my stop up to, what do we got? 3 pip spread. Okay, so I'll make that like 14. And because we've got some room to the bottom here, this might take a while, but I'm going to put this down here at 20 also. New Zealand dollar, we were waiting for something. Oh, there's that turnaround. Yeah. We were waiting for price to get back here, which it did. Let me close this. New order, sell. And put my stop. That's 10. I'll put my stop right on the shelf here. 13 pips. And I'll bring this down. Now, this is a key area here. It's, it's got to really close below there. But I'm going to bring this down here. Again, what did I risk? I'll leave it at, I'll put it at 10 pips. I'll come back and check it later. I may move it down some more. All right, so we got a few trades in. And, okay, so CAD yen is at the top. Pound dollar should be under that. And New Zealand dollar should be under that. And euro dollar is the one that's really going to be the biggest mover, or has the potential to be the biggest mover. Ah, finally gave us a turnaround. I'll let this little price trap thing sort itself out and maybe come back and grab a bite on that also. Okay, we got a nice overbought, oversold here, overbought. And our MACD is below zero, which adds to it. I just need to see like to get below these lows right in here. And looks like we're going to do that. New order. You see, I'm watching you. Come on. Sometimes I really do think somebody's back there watching and just giggling. There we go. All right, and we're going to move this up here. It's 2 pips spread, 10 pips. I'll make it 13. And we'll bring this down here to 10. Right, I'll bring it right to the shelf. Oh,
Instant profit too.
yeah, bring it right to the shelf. All right, let's slide this up. Let's see where we are now. So yeah, we got a few pips on a couple of these. And the New Zealand dollar, we're up 4, 5-ish. Let's take a look at New Zealand dollar. And well, there's our take profit right there. So I think I'm going to sit on that. And euro dollar is clicking along. CAD yen and pound dollar have to catch up, so we'll see. Come on. There we go. That's one. And which one was that? I don't know. New Zealand dollar, I guess.
Yeah, New Zealand dollar. Yep.
Okay, let's come back to euro dollar. Should give us something similar here in a couple of bites.
There's hardly been any retrace on that euro dollar, really, has there?
No.
How much it fell yesterday. I mean,
yeah, it has taken off in one direction.
Wants, though,
I guess so.
He needs a weak euro, so
yeah, got to get that import engine running.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at CAD yen and just see what the chart pattern looks like. All right, that's still where we want it. We got below these lows here. Now, we didn't close below them, which I'm always a little bit concerned about, but we definitely traded below them, so that's good. And then pound dollar is, that's still good. Our stop is in a decent place. All right, so now it's just the patience game. And what's this, euro dollar? Let's go back to euro, because I did say I might move my take profit based on what the charts are going to do. All right, so while these guys are, let me just take a look at a couple of other pairs here. Let's take a look at pound Aussie, because that's like the biggest mover of the bunch. We missed that. Wow, that was a stone cold giveaway. Couldn't ask for any more. Or oversold, MACD long, bounce off of all of these. Wow, and I know we got the signal, I just didn't look at it. All right, that'd be the only other one I'd want to really see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can make you present the mic.
Yeah, sure.
And I saw an easy way of doing that the other day, and can't figure out what it was. But all right, I'm going to make you the presenter. You'll get the pop-up there. And if I jump back to this chart, you'll... Oh, yeah, well, you won't be able to see it, but I'll keep an eye on the trades.
So can you see my chart?
Not yet. takes a minute.
Oh, it says I've got to download something. Hang on.
Okay.
Can you see it yet?
Nope, not yet. Now we see it. Now I see it anyway.
Yeah, I see it too.
Wow, I don't know what happened, but these
It doesn't look very clear, but anyway.
charts are dancing. Oh, so that indicator did work with all the pairs.
No, that's a different one that I put in the room last night.
Oh, I didn't throw it up there yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a strength meter. That's daily range.
That's well, it's
Or a different
it's
type
one
of
made
strength
by
meter.
yeah. It's a different. It's done in a different way, and it works on different times. So if you
Okay.
change, I've got it on a chart. If you change, it'll be different depending on whether you have it on 1, 5, 15, 30, 60, whatever.
All right.
I've got it on 1 at the moment because I'm just sort of seeing what it does.
Okay, cool. I'll check
I
it
don't know
out.
whether Daryl's had a chance. Daryl's got it. I think I don't know whether he's had a look at it or not.
Hey, Mike, I don't see that in the room. If you could post that one more time at some point.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Right, where do you want me to start, Lou? Because this is basically that whole moving average thing we were talking about before.
Sure. Start anywhere. What's your favorite signal or
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't start trading till London Open. Let's what's I'm not getting the proper screen here. I don't know what's happening here. I don't start trading till London Open.
and that's
So
what, 9
you can
o'clock?
see, say 8 o'clock my time,
Okay.
3 a.m. your 3 a.m. New York time.
Okay.
So if you look in the top left corner, you can see where London Open is because there's a dotted vertical line and it's got London Open against it, so you can see where it is. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So the whole moving average is showing long. It's because it's green. Yep.
Okay.
The very first candle on London Open, the one actually prints on the dotted line, is a bearish candle.
All right. So you're not looking for a trade.
So there's no trade because the whole moving average and the candle color aren't in line.
That makes sense.
So the second candle is also a bear candle, so there's still no trade.
Correct.
The third candle, they line up, so that is your entry at the close of the third candle. Because the candle is green,
It might
and
be.
your Hull MA is green.
Okay, are you working on the 15-minute chart or?
Yeah, this is the 15-minute chart. Yeah.
And what's your setting on the hull?
The whole moving average is a 100.
Okay, so 100 hull.
Yep. Yep. And then you take profit wherever you like to take profit. There's no.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well, that's pretty simple.
I mean, I'm a scalper. One of the reasons I'm a scalper is because when I first started, a guy told me, when I asked him about stops, he said, if you're not prepared to use a proper technical stop, then there's no point in using an arbitrary, 5, 10, or 15. This is what I was told, way back in the beginning.
Okay.
So sometimes a true technical stop, like a last swing high or a last swing low, is really too far away.
Okay, I get that because I use tight stops, tighter
Yeah,
than
I
they
mean,
traditionally teach.
for example, DAX this morning, which was clearly going to go up from London Open. The true technical stop was 80 points away.
Mm.
And I'm not prepared to use an 80-point stop. But on an instrument like the DAX, 80 points is nothing.
Yeah, quite true.
Sometimes a true technical stop can be 150 on DAX. Mind you can get 300 out of it, so the risk-reward ratio is good, but the risk is just too great.
I just want to ask Phil something. Phil, is your broker frozen?
Here, let me check. I'm actually on Forex Broker Inc. right now.
Oh, okay. I'm on that other broker, and I was up 10 pips on the CAD yen and the pound dollar, and the broker froze and wouldn't let me out.
Dang, I've never had that kind of
Okay, it just kicked in again. It was stuck at 8, and now I'm up 16 on the CAD yen. But you know what? I'm not gonna let these guys jerk me around. I'm taking 14 on the CAD yen. Hang on, and I'm going back to the pound dollar. And the pound dollar, I'm up to, let me just get this ready. If this gets to 10 pips, then I want to get out. It's up 8 or 9 right now. And you know what? I'm going to take the 9. And the euro dollar, I'm up 5. Hang on. And let me get I'm sorry about doing this, but I just want to let you guys.
Problem. You carry on, Luke.
Yeah, euro dollar is up 5 pips, and I'm going to take the 5. All right. And we'll review them in a minute. All right.
Yeah, I'm frozen over here, I think, on that prime trade broker.
Yeah, mine froze at +8 on the CAD yen, and then as I was talking to you, it unfroze, and the minute it unfroze, I was +16. So for that whole 8 pip run, it was frozen.
Well, at least it went in your direction.
Well, yeah, but I just took it. So we're back up. We're back up almost 4,900 again.
Yeah, it looks like mine's frozen still right now. So.
Okay, right. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. And a kind of rule of thumb I have. I'm not going to say I never break it. Is that can you see me pointing to that line which says daily open line there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't short
above the daily open.
above the daily open line, and I've got that candle. You can see I'm pointing to. Sorry, this candle. Oh, hang on. Something's happened here.
Yeah, your mouse is not moving.
Yeah. So this candle you can see right over on the right-hand side here.
Oh, that daily open candle, yeah.
That's the daily candle. So I can always see the daily candle.
Yeah.
So I tried not to trade against the daily candle or against the daily open line, which is pretty much one and the same anyway. So far today we've had 2 trades. Well, I haven't taken them, but we have had 2 trades. Which is the first one I just showed you, which is where I'm pointing now.
No, you're pointing at the daily candle. There must be a delay. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, that first trade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And my thing's all messed up now. I can't see my. Oh, hang on. Let me try it here. Oh, it's working now. So that actually went up a maximum of 21 points. And then there was no other trade until the candles have broken through the Hull MA, but they're red candles, but we're still on green. So the first
red candle below the daily open.
Yeah, the first red candle below the Hull moving average, when the candle's red and the Hull's red, which
Right where it says yesterday
gone down
low.
as much as 55 pips. Sorry?
No, I was saying it looks like your entry is
So what is this?
right where it says yesterday low.
Well, yeah, that's just a big help because it's broken yesterday's low there. If I was trading a naked chart with just horizontal lines, then I'd be that would be my, if you like, my, well, signal to go short, providing I could see that the next candle wasn't going to be a fake out like you taught us.
Mm. Okay, now, yeah,
So that candle I'm pointing to now, can you see that one?
yeah,
That candle I'm pointing to now would be the candle which is the correct entry for the whole moving average.
now when I said yesterday low, I just was trying to isolate the candle in particular where your trade was. But that candle is
Yeah,
below the
okay, well,
daily open.
it's the,
That candle is below the daily open, yes?
yep.
And the hull is the right color.
Yes, that's the daily open line, or olive green one, yep. Yep.
Okay. That's what I was trying to point out. Okay, because you have a similar situation at the
Yep.
dollar
Yep.
yen chart, the 15-minute.
The dollar yen chart.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, the dollar yen chart was in fact a short at the close of the first candle
Mm-hmm.
because the hull was red and the candle was red,
Correct.
and then you've got no I don't know how much that went. Let me just see. Oh,
Well, it went enough for your three to five.
it's working properly. Well, yeah, it usually does. I can't get rid of the bloody thing here. Why isn't it working? Yeah, and anyway, then the next entry was fairly recent, as you can see, when this is on the dollar yen, when the hull's green and the candle's green.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, so when do you normally bail out of a trade if your take profits are only like 3 pips?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, Daryl's got me into bad habits lately because sometimes I get 7 or 8. So,
Swing trading.
yeah, generally speaking, I'm scalping.
He's swing trading where he gets
So
8
if
pips.
I get if I can get 3 to 5 pips 4 times a day of 4 different pairs,
You're good.
it's still a lot of pips.
Well, hell yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, but when do you say that, like, where's your stop loss then, you know?
That's what I was just talking with Lou about, because if the true technical stop, the stop loss is in my head. This is why sometimes I might only take 1, because if I think it's going to go against me, I hate to see a winner turn into a loser, which is sometimes why sometimes I might only get 1 pip, because I know where I'd like to place the stop. I mean the technical stop, or what is this? Right, okay, right, here we are. So
I understand
this is
that
the
you're
candle
not
entry
using
here.
technicals.
Can you see that? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the candle entry there, right? So the true technical stop is probably there. That's 45 points away.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just wondering, like, you personally,
So I'm
like,
not gonna,
if you see it like 5 pips against you, are you out, or, like, you know?
it's, you know, I'm looking. You kind of get a feel for the chart.
Okay. So you're just kind of playing like what you see now on the chart then.
So yeah, you're playing what you see. You know, I'm already you know, I'm already nervous when I've entered there and it's gone 5 pips against me.
So I think
Yeah.
what Phil is
Okay,
trying
I
to
was
get,
just trying to get a feel of what you're doing.
yeah, I think what Phil is trying to get to is like, when would you actually bail on a trade? Is there a set number that you say enough is enough? I got to get out.
It's very much it's very much a spur of the moment thing. It's not something I could put down in writing, if you like, to say where.
Okay.
I
Okay,
just
no
like get a
problem.
feel for it. I mean, just below there, just below there, I've got something which is quite good, which is yesterday high.
And you can use that as a stop, or
So
if it
if
got
I
back.
saw it if I saw it coming down and breaking yesterday high, then I'd definitely be out. Because yesterday high is a point of is a support and or a resistance. So we've just broken through that, and the next candle hasn't gone back anywhere near it. So I've got a little bit of confidence in the trade, if you follow me.
All
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Yep, that's pretty cool. Now with the signal
And this
bars,
this thick
go ahead.
and this thick white line you can see here, what I'm pointing to.
Yes.
That's a line I drew off the daily chart, which is either support or resistance depending on which way the market's moving.
Okay.
So the candle has closed above it, but the next candle, doesn't give you doesn't give me any confidence at the moment that it's going to stay above it.
Gotcha. Could be a fake out.
We follow Lou's teachings.
Yeah, that could
So
be a
it
fake
could
out.
just be a fake out. So whether or not it's going to go any higher than that, and just above there anyway is also the ADR high. So there's a couple of reasons why it might turn around at that point. It may not, because the ADR high can be broken by a load of pips yet.
All right, that makes sense.
And the other thing that's on the chart is that's your thing, Lou. The whatever that's called, the signal bars or whatever.
The
Yeah.
signal bars, yeah. All right,
Yeah, the
I
signal
like
bars.
I like it
And the
because
only
it's
other things
simple.
I have on the chart are pivot. Well, it needs to be for me to do it. I'm a simple guy. Darryl will tell you. So
All right.
yeah, that's basically what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, if you have an opportunity later in the day, if you could take all the indicators and put them in a zip file, and then we could all duplicate the chart.
Or I'll get Darryl to show me how to do that because I haven't got a clue how to do that, but Darryl will tell me.
All right,
Yeah.
good enough. So you've been put to work, Daryl.
Yeah. You just have to send them to me, and I put them in a zip file.
Darryl knows how useless I am with this sort of stuff. So,
Yeah. The thing is it's easy on
love you,
a
Darryl.
Mac. I don't have a clue how to do it on a PC.
All right. Well, I thank you for that. I like the simplicity of it. How you work your stop losses is a personal thing, so it's not for you a hard or fixed rule. But we may be able to tweak and find a stop loss that makes sense or something like that. But that's good. I appreciate you taking the time
What
out.
I need to do,
Go ahead.
yeah, what I need to do is to back test it. The only thing is, and to find out to get a kind of an idea of an average over a long period of time of what the stop would be.
Gotcha. I understand that. You can go back and look at 100
The only other
trades.
thing I thought
Yeah.
of, the only other thing I thought of this that you can basically see, you can see this white dotted line here, yeah,
Yes.
which is the bottom of the Asia session, and that one's the top of the Asia session.
Okay.
Is whether or not I could use the top or bottom of the Asia session, because that's normally quite narrow, to use that as a stop. Because those lines are quite important. They come into play quite a lot, don't they?
Yes, they do. Not all the time,
But
but
it's
when they
still
do,
pretty
they're
much a
solid.
work in progress. Yeah, yeah. It's still pretty much a work in progress. So that's what I'm toying with at the moment, to use an expression.
Gotcha. Well, I like the inverse relationship because that chart shows the inverse relationship between euro yen and euro dollar yen rather, because the dollar is on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
pair. So
yeah,
the pair should move oppositely, and
yeah.
that's a perfect example of how that happens. So that's
Yeah.
quite good.
And on the left-hand side, they should work in correlation, and they are. So yeah, that's why they're set up like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. Really, really good. All right. I'm going to switch back, and we'll thank you for that, Mike.
Yeah, fine, Luke. Thank you.
Let me
No,
fix
no
this.
problem. Anytime.
Make presenter and show my screen. Yeah, I sent you the JJ Big Trend that does all 31 pairs, plus the DAX and gold and oil and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I got that. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. This other one that you saw is made by a guy called what's his name? David goes by the name of Hanover on. Yeah. I mean, this guy was the original god of coding for MT4.
Oh, really? Hanover.
Oh,
On which,
absolutely.
on which
It was
forum?
absolutely. On Forex, well, I think this came from Forex Factory, but this guy was the original god of coding. I think he doesn't do so much these days. I think M. Laden's taken over as the sort of the god of coding these days. But
Mm. Yeah, M. Laden modified my this currency thing, my CMS.
yeah, I mean,
That's why it's got his name on
if
it.
ever I got something needs doing, I always send it to M. Laden to do, and he always does it. You know,
Yeah,
so yeah,
he's very good like that.
yeah, yeah,
So now let's take a look at these last batch of trades. What happened? The market just started getting really bizarre here. I'll move this out of the way. We had these are our
By the
four.
way, I just put a link in there for that price strength analyzer that Mike was talking about.
You put the link where? Oh, I see. I see. Let me click that, and I'll look at that later. All right. So these were our four trades this morning, and they started getting real goofy there because the broker froze. But this was the CAD yen.
yeah.
We're doing one
Four
of
good winners there. You can't grumble at that.
No, no, not at all. This was the CAD yen here, and this one went to the full take profit. All right. Oh no, no, no. I bailed out on this one because the broker froze, and it would have hit our take profit down here. So we
Yeah,
lost
yeah, yeah, yeah,
well, we lost like 6 pips. Okay, yeah, I mean that's. But when the broker locked up, I decided let me
yeah,
not fart around.
yeah,
This was our pound yen, and again I bailed on this because the broker froze, but it would have hit our 20 pip take profit,
yeah,
and we lost 10 pips on. We didn't lose 10 pips, but it had the potential. You know, it did
yeah,
what we thought it would do.
yeah,
This one I believe went straight to its take profit. Yep,
yeah.
right there. And the euro dollar I bailed on again because the broker locked up, and it was a good move to do so because it didn't really hit our take profit and would have. Nope, didn't hit our stop yet either. All right, but we'd still be in the trade and we'd be at negative 13. So you know it worked out okay. We went from 4,600 back up to 48. So if we catch another one, we might get back to parity or back to square one again.
Yeah.
But that wasn't bad. And we had another signal here. We had a bunch of nice 1889s. You guys see why I don't mix up the systems? Because you don't know if the system's good until you really only do that and that alone and nothing else. And these 1 minute charts were beautiful. Every one of these was a winner with a 10 pip stop. But that's what happens when the market gets into a nice trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those days that can fool you, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. But still, I ain't mad.
Oh, no.
And we still have room 66 to 140. We've still got some room to the downside here on this pound dollar. His dollar and pound are more than 2 pips apart. Dollar and CAD and dollar in New Zealand. The same trades we were in, actually. They're all still showing strong short, but we don't have an arrow here. We'll probably get it at the close of this candle.
Yeah,
And
yesterday on dollar yen, I think it's 4 times its previous day's range.
you said it hit the previous day's range 4
No, I
times?
said times the previous day's range
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
Crazy yesterday.
I know when I'm away from the charts, but I thought we would get an arrow here. Oh, there it is. Well, I knew one was showing up. We saw that flash. This is going to flash when we get below this. Actually, below this low, you'll see the yellow arrow will pop up. And just stick a line down here, right there. If we get down there, we'll get a yellow, an arrow for a short. Let's go back to the 5-minute.
You've got your little thing there as well, haven't you? Your what do you call that, Lou? That candle pattern?
This one, the warning candle.
Yeah, warning candle. Yeah.
And
Warning
it did,
candle, yeah.
and it proved it. The next candle went long, so
Yeah.
that's all you really look for. You like to see it up at the top or at the bottom.
Be great on a binary, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to martingale very much. I still can't find an honest binary broker though. That's the only thing. I would love to find an honest binary broker. Okay, so here's that. You see, we got below that blue line. Now we have our
your yellow arrows flashing there. Yeah.
yeah. So once it goes back, I wouldn't mind taking another shot short. MACD is below 0. We've got to turn down on our stock, but I need to see the full.
What have you got a break at the underneath, Lou? You just got one little lone soldier further over there, but not.
Well, that won't even count. If this breaks, that won't even count because there's so much room to the bottom.
Yeah, there's a lot of space. I mean, a lot of space to the left-hand side of the chart is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And this S1 makes a logical stopping point here. Yeah, it's about 20 pips.
20 pips, yeah.
I don't really see, let's squeeze it in a little bit more. And look at this range. I mean, this is ready to go.
Yeah.
That's just, and this is probably on a higher time. Well, it's obviously a price trap on a higher time frame.
Yeah.
Just let me see where it is. Oh no, we have to go out to like a daily maybe. No, weekly. No, I don't see it. 1 hour. Don't see it there either. Well, let's go back down here and hunt this trade. Let's go back to the 1 minute. And still no arrow. Now this I like because we're making a price trap. So now the price trap breakout after this would give me a lot more confidence in this short. But as I said, I need to see the full Monty here. So let's go back and we'll come back at the end of the 1 minute. This was another short here, bounce off of this. That's not looking too bad either. And now I'm going to discount this 273 because that's not a normal euro range. Normal euro is right around where it is now, 110 to about 130. So I need to see like a definitive break of a level. And we should have a, yeah. Pound dollar. There we go. So now we just need this next candle to cooperate. And let me just see, assuming this is an entry. And what do we have? A 3 pip. So our stop would probably go right around this, right in the middle of this candle here somewhere, about 12, 13 pips. And we already know what our potential take profit would be if everybody keeps their mouth shut in the suit and tie world.
We're talking heads.
Yeah, so now that's our signal. So new order, sell, and 12. I'll make it 13. And Oh, we know where our take profit is. I'll just pull this down to here. I'll leave it like a tick above so we could physically see it. All right. Let's go back to dollar CAD. I was looking right, dollar CAD. Wow, that was a good signal there. And we're already 5 pips out, and it's a 1-minute chart. Shit. And not that well, how far is it up to this R1, which looks logical? But we've already equaled yesterday's range. So this would be a bit on the risky side. But I'll give it a shot at 0.25. 0.25, and it's running away from me, isn't it? Yep. It's got a 3 pip spread. I can't go lower than a 1 minute. That just blows. It's already 8 pips gone. Okay, I just missed it. I'm not going to chase it. Even though it's more than likely going to get there, it's just I just want to stick with the habits. Let's go back to New Zealand dollar. Unless this thing turns around or something, that'd be nice. But New Zealand dollar. And this was oh boy, it's another one. How far are we? That's only 3 pips and 2, 5. I'll take that one. That was a bit of a chase. Yeah, 5 pips I don't mind. Now this is going to pull back because we're already a couple of candles deep. But this, if I can get down to the bottom of this, I'll be happy. So let's put our stop up 6, 8. I'll go right to this shelf right here.
Yeah.
And okay. And I want to squeeze this down. And let's just see here. I don't really see anything, so I'm going to go a tick or two below that. Make it 8 pips. Go with the fib number. All right, let that sit. And so now we have pound dollar and New Zealand dollar. So pound dollar goes to the top, New Zealand dollar goes underneath it. And what was that? The dollar CAD is the one I was thinking of chasing. Let me bring that up here. I just want to see where it ends up.
On the strength meter.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, if it gets more than 5 pips away, because sometimes when you're looking at pairs, you got to, by the time you type in and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
If it gets more than 5 pips away, I'll leave it because you always have to add the spread on top of that. And that's a take profit, 8 pips.
Yeah.
So, I just miss it. I'll go to another pair. I mean, there's always another pair to trade.
You can do the I don't know what they call it, that on the top left hand side of your chart, that little triangle thing there, that allows you to take an entry, doesn't it, if you click on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah. There's just a quicker way of getting in. You've still got to set your stop on that afterwards, but
yeah, well, that's true too. You see how this is turned around? So had I chased that, I'd be in the hole a little bit right now.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
We don't normally do this on a 1 minute chart, do we? So this is different today.
Well, no, I told you I do a lot of scalping on the 1 minute chart.
Yeah, I know
never
you do.
did it.
Yeah.
I never did it in front of the group.
Yeah.
But the last couple of days, I ended up taking trades because, like, I've only got until 10, and I like to be in and out and do the whole thing in that time. So I end up taking a couple of trades that were kind of like, you didn't really need to take that, and I'm anxious to get in something. So, I'll just take a trade that's the wrong way to trade.
Yeah.
And I'm only taking the right signals today, which is the other thing. I'm not trying to manufacture.
Well, what's very easy there is your 18's above your 89. They're trending up nicely, and if you're only looking at blue arrows, I mean, every blue arrow's a clear winner, isn't it?
Well, they would have been Mike winners for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they'd have been 3 to 5 pips in blindfolded. Nothing wrong with that. There's another friend of mine. There's a guy that trades the 50 moving average, I think, on a 1 minute chart. I think it's a 1 minute
Yep.
or a 5 minute, and he makes a ton of money only on that. He only goes for like 3 to 5 pips whenever it crosses the 50 moving average.
So he waits to make sure the next candle's not a fake out, like you've taught us. Yeah.
Yep, and then
And
boom, he's off to the races.
I can see
That's
that. Yeah.
that's all he does. He's making
And
like
he
a
does that
quarter
on
of
a
a million.
1 minute chart, Lou?
One or a five, if I remember. I'll ask my buddy today when I see him. But that's all he does. 50 moving average. Nothing else on the chart.
Mm.
Nothing. But I'm sure he's seeing other things like support and resistance or whatever. But as far as what his indicators are, that's all he uses. Um, let's go monitor this pound dollar. All right. Still happy about that. We actually had a reversal signal here in the last minute. So that was good. We had our little pullback.
Yeah.
And this is just a matter of just waiting it out. And New Zealand dollar, and again, these are both headed the right way because if the dollar is on the cross side, they should both be moving in the same direction. The speed will be determined by the strength of the base currency.
Currency, yeah.
Yeah. So these both are moving in the same direction. They're both sells. So even if they both don't pan out, at least the trades themselves were lined up properly.
Hmm.
Because you don't like to be long on one and short on the other. You've effectively hedged for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I know sometimes I've looked afterwards and thought, how the hell am I long
Yeah,
on euro dollar and I'm short on pound dollar? How did I manage that? Yeah.
that's funny. Now we may have some hidden divergence here. You see where the oscillator went lower, but prices went higher. Not necessarily a guarantee of a massive move, but certainly would indicate this pullback. And this New Zealand dollar has equaled its daily range for the most part. And this is a higher low, so I may have a quick trigger finger on this. You got me because when it makes the daily range, it's going to make a W or a wedge or a big price trap, but it's going to prepare to go back into the middle here.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep an eye on this, and if I need to jump in a hurry, be prepared for it. A pound dollar clearly though has at least 50 pips to one side or the other. It's just not going to be very quick. And let's go back to New Zealand dollar. Let me just see if I need to do anything here. Now to go back to something Phil was saying about when would you bail. You see where this hit this marker here, Phil? We hit the 18.
The 18, yeah.
Yeah, for me, if it got up above this green candle, if it traded above that green candle right there, it did not hit my stop, but if it gets above that bottom of that green candle, then I may want to turn around. I just say, just take my losses.
What's the significance about that candle? Is that it's a green candle under the 18 still?
Well, it's where price bounced at the 18. You got me?
Yeah.
And it was the break of this candle that determined this down push.
Mm-hmm.
So if I trade above it, a break of this candle could determine the W, the upside for the W, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
So that would be where I would say enough is enough. I think we're going to get our 5 pips here.
Yeah, on one of them.
Yeah, on the New Zealand dollar, but it's going to sit there and just tease me now. It's going to go back 8 pips.
You were right.
But again, I'm just doing that system. This all I'm doing are the arrows just to show you this. I do see the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing something that I wanted to ask a question about, if you didn't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you go back on that chart, 1, 2, 3 blue arrows.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The next candle to that's an inside bar. Yeah.
To this one. Yes.
The next candle to the green one is an inside bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Yes, that's an
Yeah.
inside bar.
Yeah. And the way where I've lost it now. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. And the way I was taught to trade those was the definition I was given of the green candle was a mother candle. I don't know why it's called that, but and I was told to draw a line under that candle, and if it broke below that candle, then you entered the trade. Now, whether that's the right way to do it,
It's not a
so
right
many
way or
years
wrong
now.
way. It is a method.
Yeah.
Now you
Is,
just
is it is it how you trade inside bars, Lou, or don't you trade inside bars? I don't know.
well, what I do with inside bars is I prefer them on higher time frames because the
Yeah.
risk reward is always a lot better. Because once I
Yeah, I'm
got
not
the
saying I do
inside
a
bar,
1 minute chart. I'm just saying, this because that just happens to be the chart we're looking at. But if it was a 5 or a 15, it could still be the same, couldn't it? So
it would be the same. And I like it on higher time frames because
yeah,
the risk reward is always a lot better. And
yeah,
with the inside bar, I before I even start the trade, I know where my stops are
right.
because it's going to be the other side of that inside bar.
Uh-huh.
You got me?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that is one way of trading it, and it ends up being a fractal trade also because if I put the fractal on here, indicators, Bill Williams, fractals, let's make them yellow. No, I don't want to make them yellow. We got yellow on the chart already.
you don't want
Let's
blue either.
yeah, let's make them black. So if you look at that same situation, by the time we break this low,
Yeah,
we've created a fractal.
yeah,
So that's the other way of doing this would be all of your fractal breakouts.
hmm,
So you got a fractal, you put your line at the bottom, you got your fractal, and your fractal open starts here. You
yeah,
got me? So it'll be at the low of this one that you'd want to break out of the fractal.
yeah,
You follow what I'm saying? Now you see,
yeah, yeah,
Bill,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what I was talking about with this candle here. Oh, it's got to be this one. I'm sorry. I'm one candle too soon. But that's kind of the idea. But it's actually this candle is the one. 'Cause that's the apex of this move. You know what I'm saying? That's the highest swing low
Yeah,
down in this area.
yeah.
Now
Yeah, for
both of
sure.
these were up 5 and pulled back against us, and I could have closed them both. I'm just going to let them play out. Famous last words. Um, yeah. So in the way of doing it with a fractal, when this candle opens, this fractal shows up. At the close of this candle, if this is still never pierced this high, the fractal stays, and you put your marker below this low,
Yeah.
this one, and then trade that breakout to the downside. And it's just a way. Now, the other way that I use inside bars, I'm going to get away from this chart for a minute. The stops are in. There's nothing I can do. The other way that I prefer to use inside bars, and let's go to let's find a pair here. Dollar CAD. I want to look for a real. Okay, yeah. See this white candle here is an inside bar. So the other thing I like with inside bars, you see this inside bar here,
Yeah.
or even this one, is that it's another way for me to find a wedge trade because I mark the connections of the inside bars. See
Yeah.
that? And now I take this same chart, I can drop down to a 15-minute, and I can clean that wedge up and trade it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, where was it? There it is. Let me go out to an hour. There's a wedge. See that? So now I come down here and I can clean this up to here. All right. Move this up a little bit. It's not cleaning up, but you get the idea. Because all inside bars are wedges on higher time frames. Here's another one. All right. So I draw this like that. And I'm using this in, it's not really inside bar, but for this purpose, we'll use it, this black candle.
Yep.
And now if I go down to, let me get rid of this. Delete. Delete. Now if I go down to look for this on a 15, yeah, I'll go 15.
You got well.
Well, there it is, another wedge. You see that? So now I can trade this wedge. I cleaned it up, obviously, make it look the way it should. So that's how I like to use the inside bars. Also, with higher time frames, I like to trade the breakouts of the inside bars. So I'd have a pending order long here, pending order short here. And my stops are usually the bar on the other side of the inside bar.
Yeah. You got
So
an
my
outside
stop
bar there as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So there are a few different ways to trade them. It's just, pick one and really study it and make it your own.
Yeah.
Let me go back here and
I know Roger trades the high or low of the bar in accordance with trend, doesn't he? In his system.
I think, yeah. Somebody warming up the helicopter?
Seems so. Must be Daryl.
Yeah. Let's get rid of this trend line. Delete. Okay, so where are we now? This is New Zealand dollar, and we said it's kind of at its daily range, and it could bounce around. It did give us about 5 pips, which I didn't take. And again, that goes into the management, but I wanted to let this thing unfold a little bit. And this is pound dollar is still more than 2 apart, so I'm going to sit with this pound dollar trade. And in the event they don't pan out, we still end up positive for the day. But we'll let it cook for a little bit. Let's go out to a 5. We get a better beat on what's going on. So on the 5, you see this is basically a pullback. This green candle, so it may pull back into this area here, and then turn around and hopefully turn around and give us a. What is this for? Oh, that was this take profit. Okay. All right. So what time is it? Yeah, if we can get a few pips before the end of the day, I'll close them both. But again, all 4 of these trades, all 6 of them rather, were just based on just using this one particular rule and indicator and following our trend. Wasn't, real complicated or anything. And I've got vacuuming to do when I'm done here, so the life of a currency trader. We have a white Alaskan Husky, beautiful dog, real just a nice person if it was a person, but it sheds at an unbelievable rate.
Yeah.
And when the dog hair,
don't they?
yeah, when the dog hair gets into the vacuum cleaner, like the vacuum just stops pulling, and I have to get a wire coat hanger and bend it a certain way to drag all the dog hair out, and some things money just can't fix. Unless I get someone else to do it, actually. All right, so this is pound dollar we're looking at, right? So this is creeping down now. It's done its pullback. That's why it's always good to know price action. You don't panic so much when you see price go against you, because you know where you are in the grand scheme of the trend. It's supposed to pull back. That's its job. And let's look at New Zealand dollar. That's starting to come in our direction also. We'll take a look at a couple of others. What's here? New Zealand dollar we're in. Dollar CAD. Let's take a look at that again. That may have given us something. Where the hell is dollar CAD? Well, oh, at the top. And dollar CAD is still long. This looks like a fresh signal here. New Zealand dollar. Wow. This looks like a fresh signal. And we may be able to get out to that R3 now that we've done our pullback. Let's go take a look at New Zealand dollar. We in? Oh, we're in it already. Okay, we had all this price trap stuff happening, so that should clear up. And pound dollar. That's still price trappy, but it should clear up also. Yeah, this is all just slow stuff. Once it breaks this low, and I guess just to play around with the stop, if it trades below this low, then I may move my stop up. Just to as a just in case. Same thing here. If it trades below this low, we should be in profit. It's just really slow. Let's go back to pound dollars. Looks like it's trying to make a move. And when would you have been out of this, Mike?
Well, your screen's frozen. It has been for the last 5 minutes for me. But
Oh, really?
yeah, it's all right. It's okay. But I can hear you, so I didn't want to log off and log on again.
Well, we've been as high as 5, but
Yeah.
since the chart is frozen, you can't really see the price action, so
Yeah.
it's kind of an unfair question.
Yeah. But I like 3s, 4s, and 5s.
All right, nothing wrong with it.
Incidentally, I was watching that one too, and I pulled the 7 off.
You got 7, Daryl.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a day trade.
Yeah. Crikey.
But Dow trades longer term charts sometimes.
Right. Well, I got in two trades last night during Asia, and these are both off the 1-minute chart, and I got in them around around 8 my time, and I didn't get out until just before London, so it was like plus 5 hours on a 1-minute chart. And
trading Asia is like watching paint dry most of the time, isn't it?
Yeah. The only advantage with Asia is that usually if it makes a move, it kind of stays there, so you don't get too many bizarre fake outs. Indicator list fractals. I wanted to delete the fractals. And this is the New Zealand dollar, which is coming up. Come on. And if this is the breakout of this price trap, this candle should give us our take profit. Because usually the next candle after a consolidation breakout takes a hard dump also. So we'll see. Let's go take a look at pound dollar. What the price action is telling us there. And it's still just kind of meandering.
You want to check out the euro?
Euro dollar?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah, boy, I'm just afraid to chase it anymore until it gets below this low. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After a long candle or a short candle like that, you would you kind of bag off that? It's kind of long.
I'd wait for price to maybe come back to here.
Like tap the MA or something like that?
Yeah, or tap this lone soldier and then take it short.
Yeah.
Let me go take another look at New Zealand dollar because maybe we can free up something. And yeah, this candle should give us our take profit though. And then I can use that, extra equity to jump on that euro trade. Let's go back to euro dollar. Oh yeah, now it's
One's down, isn't it?
yep. Let me see. New Zealand dollar. Let's go take a look at that. All right. So if New Zealand dollar is just going to be a tease, you want to see me make a red candle on New Zealand dollar? Oh man. And this is only a 5 pip take profit, just to show you how aggravating these things can be sometimes. But remember, in a downtrend, the first thing a new candle does is it makes the pullback. It makes the top wick. And that's all that we have going on right here, right now. A down candle, first order of business is to make the top wick. Once the top wick is formed, then it should head in your direction. Let's see what pound dollar is doing.
DAX
There we
is up
go.
330 points today so far.
Wow. And there's no reason to exit this yet. We got our take profit on that other trade, whatever it was. The
Great New Zealand.
Yeah, that was it. New Zealand dollars. So we got our take
Pound
profit
dollar's
on that.
falling away, isn't it?
Wait, let me go back to the pound. Pound dollar. Oh, we're on pound dollar. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable target. It's a bit, it's got room, but it's got no speed. If it gets to 10, I'd be happy just grabbing the 10 for right now, just based on what's happening. But pound and euro usually move in the same direction. And if the pound dollar is actively short, then that would make sense for euro dollar to be actively short, not necessarily the same speed. All right, let's get the, I could just move this up to 10. Actually, it'd be another way of doing it. 14, 13, 12. If I move it too close, it'll take me out too early. I'll leave it at 13. And our euro dollar is on the move, and I didn't put in a stop loss to take profit. Shit.
Yeah, I would just take that. It's at the pivot.
You have a pivot there?
Yeah, at least I do. I guess you don't.
Different feed. Yeah, it's probably a
I got
different
a
feed.
hour,
Yeah, close order. And let me see, it's 6. Yeah, keep going. Seven, come on. 8. I'll take the 7. It's probably going to keep going, but I'm happy with the 7. And now let's go back to our last trade here is pound dollar. And you know what? It's coming up on 10 o'clock. Close order. As I said, I would close the trades wherever we were. And, oh, you faggot. No offense to anyone. It's going to do the pullback. Let's get it. Come on. Give me 5. I'll take 6. All right, so we're back to 4,900 now. And we were down 4,600 when we started. So we're 8 pips away, 9 pips away from being back at 5,000. And we never risked a lot of money on any of the trades. All right, these are all a quarter of a pip and half a pip, just keeping your money management in mind. And what's today's date? The 23rd. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 7. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's already a good way to go.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks for that, Phil, about the pivot. Even though wasn't on my chart, it did make sense to let it
Yeah,
too
no
far
problem.
away from us. Okay, so everything we did was with the 5-5 using our arrows. We only traded arrow trades, and I know I saw the price traps. I know we had the 1889s and other stuff, but like I said, the way you learn the system is by trading the system only. I like to trade this on the 1 minute because I can't do anything until I get an arrow anyway, so it's not like the chart is moving that dramatically fast. Okay, and I thought it would take us 2 days to get back to 5,000. I thought we'd need maybe Monday or Tuesday to do it, but we got pretty close today. That actually wasn't bad,
Mm.
you know. And so again, and that points out no matter what the losses are, if trades don't pan out, you can always get the money back. You can always get the money back. So once we get back to 5, my next goal now, let's get up to 6, and that'll be the next thing I want to stress for is go from 5,000 to 6,000. Um, Let me just see if there's anything else interesting here. No, that's going to keep creeping. Well, it was a pretty good day. Pretty good day, and this didn't pan out at all. See, we had that signal. I might have taken that, with the exception of with the exception of this price trap. I would probably wait to see a close above that high. Because
Hey,
once the
Luke,
price,
I have one question
yeah, go
about
ahead.
that chart. That, like the first red candle on towards
Oh,
the
wait,
top?
Let me give you the mouse. Uh, okay, you got it.
Okay, so this green candle right here,
Yes.
wait, is this more of a warning candle or is this more of a bullish candle because it's like 50% through, and like breaking, this is a pretty bullish candle,
That's a bullish candle.
but it never cracked. It's
Right.
still like inside the wick of all this.
Well, it's not. Um, uh,
Okay.
this is a warning candle that didn't pan out because
Yeah, for sure.
the body of this candle is inside the wick. The body of the candle inside the wick. In this case, the body of this candle is lower. It needs to be inside the wick because it's almost like here's a good warning candle here. This doji body is inside that wick. Do you see that, Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see those. Yeah, no, I see them. I was just a little confused about that setup.
Oh, okay, okay. And here's a warning candle to the long side. The body of the candle is inside this wick.
Hmm.
Not quite. This wick needs to be longer, but you get the premise.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and that's a warning that this thing might turn around. And sure enough, I mean they're rarely wrong, but it takes a while to be able to spot them. This was a warning candle. This doji. Okay, and you'll notice that at this doji, and this is one of those DNA things that we didn't cover. Boy, I got to make a note to go back to do candle DNA. Um, with this particular candle, you'll notice that none of these wicks closed above this candle, and now we've got the warning candle. Strong indication that the next candle should go short, which it did. It's not a guarantee that it's going to go short 100 pips, 50 pips, 90 pips. It's just a high probability the next candle is going to fall, especially after nothing closes above the high of this candle. That's telling you everybody in the world watching the dollar CAD said nope. And remember, you got hedge funds, you got automobile companies, you got retirement funds, you've got bankers, all looking at these levels. All right, and it appears that they're protecting this 3,200. All right, so you've got much bigger players than our quarter of a lot, half a lot, looking at this, and they're going to determine the market move. That's why I try to read what the candles are telling me. So nothing closed above here, and now we got a warning candle. So this is a powerful candle. This is the most powerful candle in this whole bunch here. So, and I got to do the DNA thing. I'm just trying to think of what else. Any other questions or anything?
Lou, you're gonna close up here real soon.
Yep, should have been closed a couple of minutes ago. But
Okay.
I'm not in a hurry to get to that vacuum cleaner.
After after you close, I just need to speak to you for about like 90 seconds.
Okay, I didn't do it. The guy looked like me. All right.
Yeah, just it's kind of important. So, anyways.
All right, no problem. All right, so I'm gonna close up shop. I'll post the 2 recordings today. I can set them to set up now while I'm, cleaning up and all that. Then when I come back, I can, set everything up. Hi, Nancy. I don't know what you're clapping about, but clapping is a good thing.
She likes the
Oh.
step-by-step analysis.
Oh, I didn't even see all this. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Nancy. Profits. Oh, okay. Well, profits is what we're all about. Yeah, again, like I said, we only traded the one system. I know it was kind of slow in the beginning because you got to wait, even though we saw other entry signals, but we're trading this system. Then that's the only system we look at. Those are the only entries we look at. And we'll be back here Tuesday. I still want to throw in a London session, and I don't have a heavy week next week, so we might be able to throw in a London session next week. And I have to try to catch up with Tony also. All right. Well, gents, I will say so long, and then I'll touch base with you, Daryl, in a second.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Be well. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks, Lou.
Yep. Thanks, Lou.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.